Fable from Playground Games has been in the works for almost 8 years. Xbox is trying to usher in the 4 horsemen of their franchises, but according to an industry insider, Fable might be delayed and it could be pushed all the way to spring 2027. This is Colteastwood. Thank you for checking out this video. Today we're going to talk about Fable and a possible delay to 2027. If you end up enjoying this video, let me know by liking and subscribing to the channel. Hit the bell to be notified of new content. And let's talk about when Fable is finally coming out. According to insider Jeff Grubb, Fable is not quite ready and fans have waited far too long for this reboot.
And then there's Fable. I'll say that I've heard that Fable has been pushed internally. That doesn't mean that it's coming out next year. Apparently, they're still trying to get it out this year, but they are worried about the launch of Grand Theft Auto 6. And so if it's getting delayed beyond the release of Grand Theft Auto 6, that could push it into December, which might make it a prime candidate to get delayed into 2027. So while Xbox will have a lot of games coming out this year, that's one that there's still a big question mark around.
In January of 2026, Xbox held a developer direct breaking down the reboot of Fable and showing several minutes of gameplay. The visuals were on par with Playground Games, albeit shown at 30 FPS. Fans are hoping that Playground Games offers a performance mode at 60 on the Xbox Series consoles. But there were also some nagging doubts and issues with the vitality and vibrancy of the combat, which seems to impress half of the fans and disappoint the others. Since Playground Games was acquired for Xbox in 2018, the past 5 years have been a long wait. Forza Horizon 6, which used to be an every other year release, and 8 years to finally see Fable. The 2026 Direct showed us well over 8 minutes of in-game footage and combat, but the long wait has a ton of fan fatigue for the Fable franchise, and Fable 3 came out in 2010, so it's been well over 16 years. And not only that, Fable is up against some steep competition with the recent Crimson Desert with its open-world fantasy styling. It's an impressive, highly detailed, and alive open world that may pale in comparison to Playground's more honed-in RPG experience, and both can be really great. But it sounds like, if Jeff Grubb is correct, that Fable is still trying to find its own footing. We know that Playground Games has brought on a lot of different veteran developers to the studio, and the collective is trying to recapture the magic of Fable. But 2026 is super important to Xbox. They want Fable to come out this year. It's their 25th anniversary. They want the 4 horsemen: Halo, Gears, Forza, and Fable. But the Fable release date is tricky. Xbox has Halo Campaign Evolved, Gears E-Day, and Call of Duty and Minecraft Dungeons 2 this fall. Not only that, they have to contend with releases like Wolverine on PlayStation 5, and yes, the plan is to put Fable on PS5, so they do have to look at that release date. And they also have major things like Grand Theft Auto 6, and then whatever big games have not had their release date for this year, like Control, Resident, and so much more. All this with just 6 months left in 2026. Essentially, if you have a really big game, it could take up a major part of that calendar month. This leaves a window for Fable in August or September or October, but we know October is slated for the next Call of Duty, and it's likely that Gears E-Day is August or September. Then there's the exclusivity issue. Just this year, Xbox announced that Fable will release on all platforms, including PlayStation 5, but Jeff Grubb's report sounds like there are development issues. This could be a perfect opportunity for Ashish Sharma, the CEO of Xbox, to utilize an exclusivity window for Xbox. It's very likely that the Xbox team has shifted their idea of multi-platform versus exclusivity, with strong rumors suggested that Gears E-Day could be exclusive at launch. Xbox can use this short delay time to release the game on Xbox and PC first, and promise a PS5 port later in 2027. This would also give the Playground development team the opportunity to concentrate on polishing Fable to its expected quality by the end of this year without worrying about getting everything rounded out on the PS5. The sales data already supports the idea that Xbox can sell their games well with a delayed release. So there's essentially only August and September for Fable, and this is probably why Playground Games is seeing some internal pressure to have everything ready in just a few months. But it's also very puzzling that this team has taken this long and isn't ready yet. It either means Fable is a potential mess, or it's a masterpiece waiting to reach its true potential. A lot of fans are asking why they can't just release Fable in December like they did with Indiana Jones and the Great Circle in 2024. This is a terrible idea for a couple of reasons. One, a reason that doesn't really matter to us as gaming fans, but does to the studio and the developers making the game, is that a December release date means Fable won't be eligible for the Game of the Year nominations. The other reason is that December is a terrible time to release games and not conducive for sales potential. Any time in December normally means that people will have spent all of their money for the holiday or after Black Friday, and will have their wallet set down for the year as they get ready for Christmas and the holiday season. Games that release in December are typically forgotten when it comes to game sales and Game of the Year discussions. And since Playground Games worked on this for almost 8 years, I would think they would want to release it with its best foot forward. This is why it's more likely, if Fable is having development issues, that it could be delayed and we would get an announcement at the June showcase for spring 2027. This could target Fable anytime around January, February, which is a great time to release a game, but for fans who've been waiting a long time for Fable, asking them to wait an extra 6 months could actually be what we needed in an already packed 2026. This is Colteastwood. Thank you so much for checking out this video. Jeff Grubb is a great insider. He typically gets things right, and I know a lot of people in the comment section will be like, I don't believe him. I really think Fable's coming out, but we don't know yet. This could just be a little bump in the road, and they're just trying to get everything and rushing it together, but I hate delays. I mean, a game's always better when a game is done right and it has the extra time it needs, but the wait has been excruciating, and waiting for 16 years as Fable 3, I really hope they know what they're doing, and I hope that Fable comes out the way it should be, because so far, Playground Games hasn't missed. If you ended up enjoying this video, let me know by liking and subscribing to the channel. If you want to further support what we do here, you can join by hitting the join button below. That join button will get you early access and membership with your special chat privileges, custom emojis that I make in the chat. That's all really good for comments in this video and also for the Ecstasy podcast. That's a weekly live show that I do with Middle-Aged Game Guy. Mag and I will talk about all this news, break down what we're hearing from the people that we talk to in the industry. And that is a live show that's on YouTube every Monday, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. And it's also on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and other podcast platforms on demand if you want to listen to that on your phone or in your car or whatever when you're mowing your lawn, because it's springtime now. I mean, can you believe Fable could be another year? I can't believe it. We got to wait all the time. Anyway, let me know what you think about Fable and its possible delay and your excitement meter. Like, would you really play Fable over Grand Theft Auto 6? I think that's going to take up a major chunk of the rest of the year when we get into November, but let me know what you think about Fable's delay, and while you do that, as I always say, please be nice.
I mean, sure, you get your mega fan. I knew this one hero. I took her in when she had nowhere else to go. The skill, the talent, the power. She was something else, all right.
Bandits, because they like to rough up bandits, don't they?